Hello everybody, short video this week. It's been a long week. This is the last day of my holiday vacation and I got to go back to work tomorrow, and we've had family in town and friends in town. I've had very little time to get out here into the shop, and I have not had any time to work on the 509 amp project, but I have spent quite a bit of time on the Ref150 project, and it is very hard to believe that this is the same circuit board that came out of that amp. All new parts for the most part. I only reused a couple of parts from the old stuff. All new resistors, transistors, tube sockets, capacitors, trimmers. Everything here is all new, and we still have a bunch of work left to do on it. I've got to order some parts. I am short some Zener diodes and some resistors here, and a couple of relays are on order coming in, but we're making serious progress on getting this done. And you know, when you look at these old pictures, or the pictures of what this thing came out with, for anybody who hasn't seen this before, this amplifier was in a person's storage unit, and apparently the roof developed a small leak and water dripped in on top of the box and had made its way into the box, through past the packing material and into the vents on the top of the amplifier. And a small amount of water pooled in this area here, and this board was really corroded. So take a look at these pictures. These are pictures here from what the amplifier looked like when I took it apart. It was obvious that the amplifier wasn't underwater, but as you can see from these pictures, there was a lot of corrosion. All of the traces were corroded, the parts were corroded. There was a lot of deposits between parts and things like that. You couldn't power the amplifier up, it would short out. And I have stripped all of the parts off of this board. I have completely cleaned the board, I have retinned the board, and then I have now put all of these parts back on the board. It's been a considerable amount of work, and I still have another board left to do. However, for the other channel, I do have a used board that I can use. This board needs some repair. It's missing some parts. There's been a bunch of parts removed over it, and it has a heat spot here that I probably don't have to do anything about. I could do some repair here. I'm very skilled at repairing this kind of thing on circuit boards, where you grind away the fiberglass and you fill it in with epoxy fiberglass mixed compound in there and sand it down, things like that. I can make it look almost like new. But for this project, this board will work good enough. All I am really trying to do is find out if the transformers in the unit survived. I intend to not even use these boards. I am going to make Ref150 monoblocks with all new circuit boards, so I get to do all of this work again if the output transformers are good. If the output transformers aren't any good, then I will likely just tear the unit apart and use the chassis, and I will sell these boards off. So this board should be able to be used for the second channel, so I shouldn't have to do as much work as I had to do on this channel here. This one I just need to replace the components that are missing on here, some resistors and things like that that are missing from this section over here. Maybe I can clean this up a little bit, maybe not. Maybe I just run it as is, and that should be good enough. So making progress. I have to order parts tomorrow, and I was trying to get through this to find out exactly what all I was missing, so I'm not paying for shipping more than once. And now that I've got it this far, I have a pretty good understanding of what parts I need to order, so I will get that done tomorrow. And we will get on getting this thing done, and getting this board swapped out and getting this board put back in, and then see if we can't get that amp fired up and figure out what to do with it from there. So hope everybody had a good new year. Here is to a very cool 2026. Lots of cool things in the works. So have a good one. Stay tuned.